Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. As you can tell, I am not wearing my chainmail right now, and the reason for it is because it is stupid hot in my room right now, and I just can't handle it. So you will have to suffer through the good old me without all of the extras for I don't know how many episodes. We will see. Anyway, so we finished the Ostagar DLC last time we left off, and now we are yet again on a crossroads about what to do. So, I'm tempted to go to Orzammar this time for real. So I'm going to cross my fingers that this is actually what we're going to do, unless noted otherwise. Anyway, let's get into it. All right. So let's talk to everyone and see if they have anything to say about the DLC. I would be curious. Also, Alistar might appreciate the chalice. Let's go talk to him.
I'm wondering something. I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Oh, please. Go ahead. I don't mind.
Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
He hasn't done anything yet, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
That's a lot to put on a maybe, isn't it? He's an assassin. The crows aren't known for giving up. Maybe he's just biding his time.
I mean, on one hand, yes, maybe. On the other, he knows that we can easily subdue him had he actually tried to do something. So, wouldn't it be silly for him to try? Unless it's like in the dead of night or something, and no one is paying attention to him. Which would be a good strategy, come to think of it. Anyway, I'm willing to give him a chance, stupidly.
Well, if you are, then maybe I should too. But that doesn't mean I won't keep an eye on him. He's just too shifty. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
There is no reason to be frightened of Sten, I don't think.
I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think, and yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
I have a feeling that he had a reason. Even though maybe that reason was twisted. I don't know. I really don't. However, the fact that he's not denying it probably means that if he was intending to kill anyone at camp, he would have told us. Yes, it does bother me a little.
Yet he seems otherwise honorable and even wise. I don't get it. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
She's not crazy. I believe she believes in her vision.
That's one way to put it. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
It was her choice. It was, really.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel badly for her. Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
She wants to kill Flemeth, though. Or so she says. Speaking of, that might be my derailment, actually. Because I want to check out that quest as well. God damn it. What reason could she have to betray us?
Hello? Have you met her? I think she'd need a reason not to betray us.
Okay. I think we're useful to her.
Well, there is that. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Nothing about Wynn, huh? Don't want to talk about how she expected to see you in her bed?
What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
Tell me about your adventures.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
Get off my lawn! I meant your time as a crow.
You mean you want to hear about the grueling training? Being locked in an oubliette for weeks at a time? The slavery? The festering injuries? Or are we seeking something more glamorous?
Whoa! Was it really so terrible?
Oh, those things never happened to me. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
On your second mission?
Well, it was just the one mage. Not as simple a mission as the vagrant Grey Warden or two, perhaps. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
After killing her? Okay, and she didn't try to kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her
No.
neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
No. So you didn't actually kill her?
Not actually, no. I was a bit unimpressed by the development at first. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
Conclusion? Better to bed someone than to kill them right away. Oh, these sorts of things happen to you often?
Like being spared by a benevolent Mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
Okay, the conclusion of the previous statement was wrong. A wise lesson to learn.
And one that not everyone learns, I'm sad to say. But that's enough tale spinning from me for the moment. Talking about the mage has made me a bit nostalgic, I'm afraid. Ah, the good old days.
Of murder and rampage. Oh, he really liked that, didn't he? Alright, Wynne, what would you tell me?
What's on your mind?
Is there something we can do to cure you?
Cure me? What, am I sick now?
Well, you're dying. You're a little dead?
Even you know that you cannot cure the dead. And I'm not the only one dying. You are too. I'm just more efficient about it. Ah, child, your concern is heartwarming. But death comes to everyone, and it is not something to fear.
It's kind of a funny thing to say or to hear from a person who literally has a resurrection on her bars. But I guess technically we are knocked out, not dead when we're down. Well, maybe it does make sense. You're not afraid?
People fear not death, but having life taken from them. Many waste the life given to them, occupying themselves with things that do not matter. When the end comes, they say they did not have time enough to spend with loved ones, to fulfill dreams, to go on adventures they only talked about. But why should you fear death if you are happy with the life you have led? If you can look back on everything and say, yes, I am content. It is enough.
Probably because it's not enough, I would guess. Especially if you're content with your life. But I don't know. I can also understand having not enough time and complaining about it. Oh, well, look at that. I should have looked at the answers. Because we always want more.
Ah, human nature. You are right. Some people will never be content and will always want more. I think I've led a good life, a full life, and I, for one, am not afraid of death, whatever it may bring. They say that when you die, your spirit travels through the fade and returns to the Maker. And after that, we'll see, won't we?
I guess we will eventually. Okay, Liliana, how are you?
I know that look. You have something on your mind, don't you?
Okay, we need to talk. That's a scary phrase.
Of course.
Are you feeling better about what happened with Marjolaine?
Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no?
Ooh, they add to the complexity and beauty of the piece. I like that answer.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times, though. And I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past.
She was special to you, wasn't she?
Yes, once, a long time ago. She was a worldly woman and there was so much she knew and was willing to share with me. I would have done anything for her once.
Ooh. She didn't deserve you. She probably didn't.
She used to be different. Happier, I think. She loved music and had a weakness for sugary cakes. Maybe she was always lying about who she was. Or maybe she changed over the years.
Weakness for sugar cakes. I can relate to that. You miss her.
I do. And I probably always will. I will just move on. It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good.
She considers us a family. I love it.
You called.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
No, never mind.
Very well.
I need to take him to more places.
As you wish.
Maybe he'll be a bit more talkative then.
Ah.
I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have never met any golems. You just seem very animated.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This
That's
is
fair.
a good thing.
It's an experience, I'll give it that.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth, Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Don't look into my mouth, that's rude. Also, being quartered is probably once in a lifetime experience. Probably. Definitely.
I await your command.
Hey Morrigan, you probably don't have anything to say to me.
So, full of questions, are you?
Never mind. Okay, I think I need to fix Alistair's sword and then make sure to give him the chalice and see what he says about it. So, I'll catch you guys right before the chalice. How about that? Alright, here we are. Alistair, would you like this?
Is that for me? Really?
Yes. No? You didn't like it? Did you say anything about
Something you need, my dear?
it? No? Oh, okay. That's kind of disappointing, to be honest. I need to figure out where all of these are. Well, they should be going, I guess. Because they are taking a lot of my inventory. Speaking of which, I will be right back because I need to sell some trash to this guy. Well, not trash,
If there's
it's actually
anything I can
jewelry.
do for you, please tell me.
Have you heard any rumors? Ooh.
It seems a group of Loghain's men were ambushed yesterday near Highover. I don't know who did it, but the men were hit while they were camping for the night. A whole lot of them taken by surprise. Their tents were set on fire with arrows, and I hear 24 died. Nasty business. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
We were ambushed by Darkspawn. Could that be them? Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
With my discount, of course. Alright, I will catch you guys on the flip side of this transaction. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to pop over to the Grey Warden's Keep to drop off the gifts and maybe collect them when I want to use them. Because right now I have no idea who they belong to, and some of them I'm apparently supposed to be saving for a companion that I haven't met yet. So I'm going to do that, and I'm so sorry that I keep interrupting the gameplay with this, but I imagine you guys aren't really interested in me going to the places that I've been to and looking through the map, waiting for it to load. So if something interesting happens there, I will call you back, if you will. Alright guys, we are back in camp, and do you want to see what my inventory's at? Have we ever seen this? We've never seen this. I'm pretty sure from the very start of the game, I've been at capacity at all times. So, yay, us, I guess. And I think now it's time to decide where to actually go. That was a misclick. I think I want to go to Flemeth. And I do need to return to Denerim eventually because that town is huge and I only went to one of the currently 3 available locations. So that might be a whole episode on its own. So let's head over to Flemeth and see how it goes. Which means I need Morrigan with me, obviously. Can't kill someone's mother without the actual person,
Indeed.
right?
And here we are, back at my mother's hut. Why did you bring me here? No matter. It appears as if Flemeth is not even present. Perhaps she sensed my coming and is not ready to confront me just yet. This only confirms my suspicions. My mother never leaves her hut.
Interesting. Where do you think she went?
I have no idea, to tell you the truth. She may even still be here, watching. She simply does not wish to speak to us. Or to me. The only thing that can be done is to return later, without my presence. If it is me that keeps her from appearing, you will have your chance. If it is not, then I do not want to be present for what will surely follow. Come, let us not linger here. She could return at any moment.
I thought she would like it. To have the closure. But I guess that was silly of me. Alright, let's try it without Morrigan. And if she did mention it during the initial speech about the grimoire, I am so sorry. I do not remember that I wasn't supposed to bring her with me. Honestly, in my mind, it made sense. But let's do
Yes.
that, I guess. So we have
Yes.
you guys. We do not want to have Morrigan, so... Should we do win?
Yes.
Let's try it. Whoa, she looks different, doesn't she? seemed like. Wait, I want to see what Shale can do. Okay. Yes, we're fine. For a bit. Let's go talk to Flemeth. You look like a demon. I don't like it.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
Your voices are quite different as well. I should dance to your tune instead?
Why dance at all? Why not sing?
Fair
What
point.
has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
She knows how you extend your unnatural lifespan.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
I just want the truth.
The truth, she says, as if it were nothing. No, no. Far better the lie. Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
You think she will believe that?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
And what happens to you?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
Are you going to kill her? What do you get out of it?
You get to keep her for a time.
I guess I could do that? I don't trust her one bit, especially after this performance, but man, she is quite an intriguing character, isn't she now? I don't think she's a demon, though. She might have one inside of her, but I don't think she's possessed. At least she doesn't sound like it. Not like others. I could do that.
It's far easier this way, don't you think? The lies are always more fun.
Yes, fun. Tricking Morgan. Oh, who am I kidding? That does sound fun. I'm a bad man.
A tangled web you weave, Warden. I hope it's for good cause.
The
No,
book
I
is
don't like
inside
it.
the hut, with notes and spells enough to make even Morrigan blush with delight. You and I will not meet again. That I guarantee.
Okay. The fact that Wynne disapproved of that does not surprise me. Would I have actually been able to kill her? Or is she going to kill me as soon as I enter the hut? Flemeth's grimoire and robes of possession. What is that? The original intent of these robes is clear, a welcome home present from Flemeth, designed to sap Morgan's will and ease the ancient sorceress's possession of her daughter. With Flemeth dead, these robes no longer pose a danger to Morgan, but make her help those who get in her way. I am not giving this to Morgan. This sounds awesome, but I'm not giving it to her. Okay, you know what? I'm going to save this, and I'm going to see what the other option gives me, because I'm mighty curious. So I will see you right at that dialogue. Here we are. So, this time around, we're gonna tell her to forget it.
Shame. What will it be then?
Now you die.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come, she will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Okay. Right. I did not expect that, and I like this outcome a lot better than the previous one, so hopefully we survive. I don't even know. Dog, would you go charge that? I don't even know. I guess we try to paralyze that? There's no way this is gonna go well. But, maybe with lightning. Let's try. Alistair, I am sorry, my guy. You need to go right in there. Same with you, Shale. I just met you. This is crazy, but, go beat up a dragon?
I'll kill it.
Let us end this. Now we go into battle.
Okay. What do I even do with this? Good God. Win, please. Alistair, you need to move.
Right.
Oh, she ate him. Well, that's great. Quite lovely, isn't it? Oh, man. Let's do that, then we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try to Mind Blast. I don't expect it to work. Win, could you maybe heal, please? Maybe let's go this way. Oh man, Shale, you are not doing so well, are ya? Dog, would you maybe howl? I don't have much hope for this, but maybe win? Let's see, what was that aura thing? Okay, we're gonna try this, and then I'll have to send Win here, so we might get in trouble once she actually does it.
We must fight.
How lovely!
Not good? Did she do it? I don't think she did it. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is interesting. Not gonna lie. What is her health even? Okay, that might be doable. Should we try? Okay, there's no way she's gonna be weak to anything. So let's try Paralyze, I guess. I don't expect it to work either. Maybe we can Shield Bash.
You need help?
Oh man. I just hope this works.
This is a waste of time.
Is there a fireball coming? I think there is one. Win, I need you again. Can we do this? No.
Good.
Not good. Alright, we have a mana regeneration penalty, but can we use a lyrium potion? A potent one, perhaps.
I am here.
And after that, heal? Are we paralyzed? Can't tell. We are!
Have some blood on you.
Oh my god! Okay, first of all, besides the dog, who was an unfortunate casualty, no one else died! How? It's insane! Is she dead? There's no way! She's been alive for centuries! The key to Flemeth's hut and chest, the dark shimmer around the cold metal seems to absorb light. Okay. There's no way she died. I don't believe that for a second. But we survived. Somehow.
As
That was
you desire.
epic. Okay. I regret my first decision so much more now. So I'm really happy that I decided to change my
Lovely.
mind. Okay, so now that she is presumably dead, do I give her the robes? She'll still have minus willpower, but if Flemeth is dead, then she shouldn't be in trouble. But then again, like I said previously, I don't really believe that she is. Okay, let's go talk to Morrigan. See how it goes. Camp.
You have returned from the wilds, alive. What news have you?
Barely. Flemeth is dead. You're free.
Dead. You actually managed it? I barely dared to hope 'twas even possible. And the real grimoire, did you find it?
Sure did. Yes, here it is.
And so here it is. Fantastic. And thank you for helping me. No one has ever... Thank you.
You're welcome.
We are hopefully free of any further pressing obligations involving my protection. Let us return to the road, shall we?
Woo! Plus 16. Massive magic. That's actually really cool. But can we see this armor? And I should say sorry to Cuddle Bear. Let's do it. Nothing changed. Are you serious? You look the same. I'm upset. Alright, Cuddle Bear. You need many, many pets after that incident. Alright, so now what do? Do we head over to Orzammar and see where we even are? Ah, to hell. Let's do
And so
it.
I shall.
Okay. Well, he needs
Yes.
to be with me, I think.
Yes.
Shale needs to be with me, I think. And that leaves only one spot? Do we go for Win? because of the heals. I feel bad for not bringing Alistair with me. Maybe I should. Or do I forgo Sten? Does he need to be there for the quest to work?
Vashaden.
Can I go back? No?
Yes.
Damn it. Alright. I think I want Wen with me.
Yes.
Just for support. And now, who's the last one? Alistair makes sense because we're going to the dwarves, so supposedly there's going to be a lot of darkspawn. I also kind of want to see what Morrigan is up to. But that means... No, that's fine. I think that's fine. Liliana, I miss her. Ah, let's do Morrigan.
Indeed.
If I don't like it, I'll change it. Okay, so, do Frostback Mountains, I suppose. Ha! Well, now is our chance to test our party.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Must it always be more killing?
Oh. Can we... Well, let's distract them first, I guess. And then miasma.
I'm no pushover, you'll see!
Okay, what are the other ones of you doing? There's a mage. There's a shale. Morrigan, you are using a bow because I gave it to you. Okay. That makes 0 sense, but that's fine. Why don't you go over here, actually? I blast the hell out of him. Okay. Flaming weapons it is. Oh gosh. We need to help Shale. Can you go do this? Win and Morrigan can do it this time.
As poorly as you smell.
Oh goody.
Shall we go?
I don't know about this party. That does not make sense to me. It was kind of nice to have just one caster, because the rest of them could be close quarters. And then Liliana just takes care of herself.
Well, all right.
Alright, well, alright.
I'm taking these apprentices to Redcliffe. The first enchanter says you need every able-bodied mage for the war. They're young, but capable enough, as you saw.
Okay. There's nothing else you say. Maybe I just need to get used to the new party more. And actually sort Morgan's abilities. Let me do that.
Marvelous.
Alright, let's continue tentatively.
Lovely.
Frostback Mountain Pass. Well, let's check it out. People. Oh god. Not expected. Not expected at all. Okay. You go here. Dog. I'll attack him, actually. Let's focus fire. Actually, no. Let's fire. Hopefully before the dog gets there.
Let's finish this.
Okay, Morrigan actually got blasted by it. Should we do another fireball instead? I think we should. And I could mind blast instead.
I see.
Let's get on with it.
Okay. Alright. You know what? This party is not bad. I think I was a little too hasty.
As you desire.
Just a little too hasty.
Lovely.
Okay, I'll take some money, I guess. Are we going here? Or there? That seems to be like a back road. I'm probably gonna see a bunch of traps. Just because I don't have Liliana with me. Wynn, you don't have your stuff on.
Your direction?
Thanks. I got this. Let's recast it, maybe. There. Shale is not taken care of. There we go. Well, let's proceed. Gossip. Are they not even going to attack me, maybe? Maybe not. Hello? Hi. Surface dwarf.
How are we supposed to live like this? I have buyers waiting.
I've never seen an elf down here before.
Okay. That's fine. But what's happening? Shady thug. Ah, I see what's happening. Okay, well, we can take care of that.
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild. But he's a deserter. Okay, you stole supplies.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Oh, how is that gonna work out for you, my dude? I don't even know what to say. Okay. Shady thug. Let's focus fire.
And
Morrigan, come here. Mind blast.
Enough. I will find my life.
oh, this will be excellent.
Okay, yeah, I am a bit more comfortable with this party. Now that we had a few fights. Guild supplies. Alright, well, you guys clearly didn't mind. I don't really need this. Dwarf? Surface dwarf.
This is madness. They can't just shut down the city.
Oh, that's what's happening.
I go where the work is, and it isn't here.
I feel stupid. Should I know this?
Step right up, friend, and have a look at the finest selection of almost new armor and weaponry east of Orlais.
Almost new. Are you? No. Almost new?
Yes, well, I don't like to brag, but I've got some fine things here. Almost straight from the Royal Armoury. Only took a slight detour on the way.
Did you happen to find Kunari's sword?
Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word.
The people you looted by Lake Kalanad.
Oh, them. Well, I have a few shields here. I had one sword, but I sold it already.
Really? You know the guy you took it from is still alive, don't you?
If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful.
Right. Where's the sword now?
Redcliffe. The guy who bought it lives in Redcliffe. He's a collector. A dwarf named Dwin, I think. I don't want any trouble. If you see that giant, tell him I don't have it, would you? I don't, I swear.
Dwin? I know him.
Well, he's the proud owner of your giant sword. If you'll excuse me, I have this sudden urge to pack.
I wonder why. There's no way. It's with Dwin, and I'm just running around in circles?
You hear about this son of Marek? Some bastard from Redcliffe, I hear. Are we supposed to be impressed?
If Arleman's standing up for him, I'd say we should be.
I don't know why Arleman is complicating things. I thought he would calm all this fighting down, not make everyone even more upset.
Maybe what he says is true. You ever think of that?
Well, interesting. Oh, the apprentice is here too.
Bloody dwarves will argue themselves into poverty if they aren't careful.
I'm sorry. Are you not a dwarf?
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting.
I'm
Such
sure.
diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
Oh, wow. That's a reaction. You have delivered all 3 notices of termination. Return to the Mages Collective for a reward. Aaron.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites. Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
The caste. How often do you restock on Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Never mind, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
So I can't trade with him.
They've lost all sense. Orzammar will starve.
You're wasting your time. Only dwarves are allowed into Orzammar.
Yeah, I have none with me. That's kind of troubling, to be honest.
I demand an audience with the representative. You insult all of Ferelden. King Loghain will not...
Vieta! This land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Well, he's not doing the greatest job of parley, isn't he? I have important business in Orzammar.
None more important than mine.
Oh, shut
Your
up.
business will wait. Orzammar must limit outside influence until the throne is settled. No one gets in.
What is the thing? Why have your people retreated like this?
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunai Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
The Grey Wardens need their traditional dwarven allies.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
How about I punch you in the face instead? I like this. Run for your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
We'll see about that.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
Do you like my party? Quite diverse. Achievement unlocked bully. Okay. King Enderin Aedicon. Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. Endrin of House Aedicon traces his ancestry back to the Paragon. I cannot continue reading this name. The greatest warrior of Orzammar's history, who beat the Darkspawn hordes in the First Blight, the second son of King Ansgar. He became heir after his elder brother died in a proving. The most respected king in 4 generations, he restored contact with Kal Sharok, the only other remaining city of the once vast Dwarven Empire, which had been lost during the First Blight. Okay. Speak to the Lords of the Assembly. Okay, I can do that. Beggar.
A trust follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Thanks. Paragon Bronca? The Paragons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me then was the dwarf, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating the dwarf above all others. To become a Paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you to a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of the new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one paragon has been elected in generations, the smith Branka, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. Whoa. I met the paragon Branka only once during my stay, and I considered an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, the ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king. Yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than in the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold. Great works of stone, all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon visitors to Orzammar, of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. My brother Jenny TV, that's a familiar name. Paragon
Now that's a thing of
Hildren?
beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Paragon Bemot?
How did you get here?
Girl, can I?
Food, my lord. Some corn.
Explanation of the Paragons. Okay.
These are not
Carilden?
your ancestors. You taint the memory of our paragons with your presence.
Lantena. Okay, so I can't go there.
Deep roads as a snack for the stalkers.
No! No, no, don't hurt me! I just wanted some food.
I don't want to hurt you. Christ.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And? Is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
Of course.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
Not older wise one this time, thankfully. Commission report. The key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Thaig is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve as a second purpose. As a last sight for departing brethren, those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors and their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. Interesting.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You'll not speak that way about the man who should be king!
It is not quite the greeting I expected. What the hell? And they just walked away? No one is born with rights to the throne. The sitting king may recommend a successor, but the Assembly ultimately decides who will rule. House Harrowmont is one of the oldest noble houses, as old as Orzammar itself. Endrin's most trusted advisor, Harrowmont, is well known for being an able administrator and the author of many compromises in the ever-warring Assembly.
Don't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Captain of the... Yeah, don't do that.
Have him in the Legion.
Nerev? Okay, what are you gonna say?
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the Commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
I'm not the one who just killed the guy. The Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
Oh, it's like a coliseum or something? The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay, I can do that. Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
Okay. I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Vartag Gavorn? Okay. Oof. That's gonna be interesting, isn't it?
Of course.
City of Orzammar. Okay. Document. What do you say? You have a name?
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive.
This Balin? Is that King Endrin's son?
Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons.
Oh.
In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir.
I see. Why such hate for Balin?
Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along.
Wow. How did Endrin die?
He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself.
Wow. Did you know King Endrin?
Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just.
Oh, who are you?
I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time?
I am a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you mean?
I have a treaty compelling Orzammar to aid against the Blight.
A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
I don't even know whose support I'm seeking at this point. Commoner, commoner, commoner. Vigor's imports? I see. This town is going to be as large as Denerim, isn't it? Dagna? Nug Wrangler? Garen. Sure.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. Now I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter. No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
The lost nug. What? Find one to get him back on his feet. Okay. Well, if I see any nugs.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Hi?
You look like you're not from around here.
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
My companion here is a senior enchanter of the Circle.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation, and a great responsibility.
Why is the dwarf interested in a circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You want to leave Orzammar?
I want to go to the circle to study.
I assure you that desire will depart the moment you arrive.
I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
Interesting. And would everyone be okay with that? What would the messenger get? No, I don't want to say that. I can bring the circle your request.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperium's Verticum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
They don't even... I haven't even talked to them yet. Garen, are you a traitor?
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
The golem. Have a look at my shop, I hope. Are you alright, is what I want to say.
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Or maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad vein. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging. Then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work I've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself.
Curious. Aren't dwarves immune to lyrium effects?
Of course we are. Weak surfacers like you touch the raw ore, and you'll bleed from your eyeballs in hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much, and not every day, and not breathing the dust, and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
So... working with lyrium made you crazy?
Not crazy, just a little forgetful. Don't worry, I'm fine when I work. Just look at my wares. I have the best blades here. Enchanted to hold fire, ice, anything you want to put in it.
Okay. Let me see your wares.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Good lord. Oh, I think I have some stuff to sell. Alright. Let's look at his stuff first and then... Oh. I need to buy these out. Holy cow, that's expensive. 3 slots? That's awesome. Alright, here we are. Well, I guess let's continue looking. Diamond Quarter. Uh-huh. I do need to go there.
Does that lead out to the deep roads? I hear they're crawling with darkspawn.
It's a nug. Can I go catch that nug? That looks like a bunny. I got him. Let's go turn it in. He wasn't even far.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I've got a nug for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Okay, fine. 12 silver is not that bad. So, it's a mole rat, I'm guessing. Let's check out the other side. Oh, there's another one! Cool. Alright, there's a way to go here too. There's
The
another
Swamp
one.
Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch. How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Oh, you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
I was about to say the same thing, actually. Proving. Okay, I don't think I want to go there yet. Oh, there's Dagna. Bilda. Okay. Ooh, ooh. Where are you? Where are you, Nug? Here?
Ancestors, guard my son, for
Yes.
he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn.
Okay. Bilda, what you need?
I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
So this is some kind of a shrine?
I don't know that word. This is a section of stone kept bare to receive our prayers. The stone gave rise to our people, and it is where their spirits return in death.
Did I hear you mention your son?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Safe return? Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Did anyone go after him?
The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way.
5 years. There are Darkspawn in the Deep Roads? Well, of course there are.
The Deep Roads are where Darkspawn come from. They descend for miles into the earth, and we must patrol them constantly or be overrun. I lost my husband to them. If I lost my son the same way...
We shouldn't abandon him. I'll look for him if you want.
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
Well, I'll probably have to. I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please, find me as soon as you return.
I will continue praying. Mother's Hope. Oof, oof, oof. Oh, that's a tavern. Okay. Legnar.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Oh, that's no good. Your allegiance to this Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
How very capitalist of you. You approve of this chaos?
Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change.
A blight is coming. Orzammar can't be divided.
Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you.
You know what? I don't even want to talk
Your
to you.
surface gold can come back any time.
Brother Urkel.
Maker's blessing on you, sister.
I didn't think dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light.
Even in the very bowels of the earth, we hear no end of this chant.
And that is something to rejoice in, good sister. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Right. Don't dwarves worship their ancestors or something?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Whose permission do you need to open a chantry?
The Shaperit controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
I don't. The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperit, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage, or divorce.
Okay, I thought he wouldn't elaborate, but thankfully he did. If I bump into the Shaper, I'll be sure to mention it.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always. Please let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
I wonder, if they are so set in their ways, would they even entertain the idea if there was a chantry available? What is this? Oh, I can't get there. There's a lot to look at here. The casts. Oh. Well, that's not very great, is it now? Whoa, no. I don't want to go forward.
I do not even want to think from what manner of substance a cave-dwelling people would create their spirits.
Stone? Alright guys, I am going to end this here. I expect this to be absolutely enormous. There are, what, at least 4 places that I can go to currently, and 2 exits out of the city that go, I'm assuming, into the deep roads. So that should be fun. So anyway, next time we pick this up, I think the first thing that I want to do is to check out those indoor areas. So that would be the tavern, the smithy, and a couple of others that I don't remember the name of. There's the Proving, and then there's the Diamond Quarter, where I'm supposedly going to learn a lot more about Orzammar in general, which I'm excited about. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I do apologize about my initial decision about Flemeth. I thought there would be a bit more dialogue in the end, or like after what I said, but the second outcome was definitely a lot more satisfying, even though there's no way she's dead. She is a master of surviving through every circumstance, so maybe it was a fake Flemeth. Maybe it was like an illusion of some sort, and Flemeth is sitting somewhere in the bushes and giggling at me, so who knows? Maybe we'll find out in the end of this game, so eager to discover it. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider leaving me a like and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.